We are past the halfway mark of our 12 teams and 12-day series as we preview the Richmond Spiders today. I'm Bobby Broyles, here along with Rob Washburn, a winning season under first-year head coach Russ Huesman, but the Spiders' streak of 3 consecutive FCS playoff appearances came to an end.
Yeah, a 6-5 record would be considered a solid season for most programs, but it speaks to the success that Richmond has had in recent years that the Spiders were disappointed with that effort. 4 of Richmond's 5 losses a year ago were to teams that went to the playoffs, and the 5th was a double overtime heartbreaker at Delaware, so the Spiders were just a few plays away from earning a postseason berth. Being around head coach Russ Huesman and the Richmond contingent at Media Day, they are definitely motivated to get a new playoff streak started in 2018.
The headline going into 2018, Rob, is how the offense will look this season as they replace Kyle Lauletta, who of course had an amazing season leading to him being drafted in the 4th round by the New York Giants.
Yeah, it won't be easy to replace Kyle Lauletta on a number of fronts. You can start with the incredible stats that include over 10,000 yards passing and 73 touchdowns, but you also have to look at the leadership he provided on and off the field. Fortunately, the Spiders have a very capable replacement in junior Kevin Johnson, who begins his 4th year with the program and led the Spiders to 2 wins in the 2016 FCS playoffs. He has a very strong arm and is a better runner than Lauletta, which will allow the Spiders to make some adjustments to their offense. Now, you could make a strong case, that the Spiders' group of receivers is the best in FCS, with 3 returning all-conference players. Dejon Brissett, Cortrell Simpson, and Tyler Wilkins all made at least 60 catches last season and combined for nearly 2,800 yards and 20 touchdowns. Add in seniors Jamal Bevels and Caleb Drake, and I'm not sure how opponents are going to cover all those guys. One thing that must improve for Richmond to have success is the running game, but there's plenty of proven talent with Xavier Goodall, Gordon Collins, Jay Palmer, and Deontez Thompson. Only 2 starters are back on the offensive line, but center John Yarborough is a preseason All-CA selection.
We talked to Coach Huesman at Media Day about his new starting quarterback, Kevin Johnson.
Well, you say young, but he's not young. He's actually going into his 4th year. So I'd say inexperience, because he hasn't played a lot of games. He played the 3 playoff games 2 years ago and did a great job. So his leadership is off the charts. I mean, the players love him. They respond to him. He's gotten a lot of snaps. Last spring, Kyle wasn't able to participate. Kevin got them all. In the fall, this past fall, even though we redshirted him, he took all the 2 snaps and every trip, and we had him prepared to play a game. So that's going to help him. But the leadership part, they gravitate to him pretty good.
On the other side of the ball, Rob, this team brings back All-American Andrew Clyde, who busted onto the scene and had a breakout season last year for the defense.
Yeah, the Spiders' defense struggled early last season as they adjusted to Coach Huesman's new scheme, but the unit got considerably better as the year went along. 7 starters are returning, and there is experience at every level of the defense. Richmond was 2nd in the CA with 35 sacks, and the guy responsible for 9 of them is back in senior All-America tackle Andrew Clyde, who caused havoc for opposing quarterbacks. He's joined up front by Colby Ritten, who added 4 sacks of his own. At linebacker, Justin Rubin made the All-CA 3rd team last year after recording a team-high 92 tackles, and senior Dale Matthews Jr. was 3rd on the squad with 67 stops. Now, the Spiders have to replace both of their starting cornerbacks, but there are plenty of familiar faces in the secondary. Safety Daniel Jones contributed 68 tackles and a team-high 4 interceptions, while Micah Keels and Samari Springs both had over 50 stops and a couple of fumble recoveries. I also want to make mention of the Spiders' special teams, where 2-time All-CA kicker Griffin Trow is back for his senior year. He's made 35 of his 41 career field goal attempts and is definitely a weapon.
Here is Coach Huesman talking about his All-American Andrew Clyde and the rest of the Spider defense.
Well, I think just starting with Andrew, what a great player and a great kid, hard worker. We were really pleased with him. I mean, he played. It was an adjustment for him because he was playing a completely different position than the year prior, and he adjusted really well. And we moved a lot of people and put him in a lot of different spots. When you go from a 3-4 to a 4-2-5, I mean, you're putting people in different spots. Sometimes body types weren't exactly what you wanted at the time, but I just think our kids bought in defensively and could see some success and say, yeah, this could be really good, and we got better, and I was just proud of our guys to hang in there and keep playing well.
As we mentioned, Rob, there was a lot of changes schematically in Coach Huseman's first year. Should we expect this veteran group to make the next step and make a push for the postseason?
Yeah, I think Richmond has everything in place to become a playoff team again. They are absolutely loaded at the skill positions offensively, and everyone in that locker room believes that Kevin Johnson has what it takes to run the attack at a high level based on his experience in the program and performance in the playoffs a couple of years ago. The defense really came into its own late last season, and I would expect them to be much improved in year 2 of running the same scheme. The schedule is challenging, but the Spiders get 3 nationally ranked teams at home this season with James Madison, Delaware, and Villanova. If they can have success in those contests, their resume will be looking pretty strong when the playoff committee meets in November.
The Spiders opened their 2018 season on the road at ACC opponent Virginia on Saturday, September the 1st at 6 o'clock on the ACC Network Extra and the Watch ESPN app.
Yeah, also check out cafootball.com and our social media pages as we caught up with some Richmond Spider student athletes at Media Day.
On Thursday, Rob and I will preview Stony Brook on our 12 Teams in 12 Days series as the Seawolves are fresh off a postseason appearance a year ago. See you tomorrow.